So my bias for longs was the reason why, right? We had two POIs. One was we were nearing like the 786 and like we were in the like extremity low, right? So I like to play extremities usually, and we were at one, which is like the 2024 POC here. Um, Lower time frame, it was very choppy, like super choppy, and I think that H4 close that we just had was pretty bullish. H4 SFP here, so I'm looking to get long on a pullback here, but obviously I'll have to keep adjusting the fibs for wherever that will be. So I'm monitoring this setup on Bitcoin, right? But we could be looking at a potential bottom here. I'm not sure. I'm obviously I don't know for sure, but I'll quickly explain why my bias was for longs. If we go here on the weekly time frame on USDT, um, one sec, we can see here, right? We hit supply zone again on USDT dominance. Like if we go on the lower time frame, like I was looking for longs around the point 0.5 yesterday, but it went a little bit higher. Tapped the 618 from that move down, from move up. Sorry, that we had in start of February, and now we can see we're rejecting off of it. I'm really pissed off that Sol wicked me out on that first attempt. Um, but let's see. I am in this setup here. Also 0.5 risk, so like even if it is TP, like I won't make that much. I'll make back the loss and a little bit more on top. But technically speaking here, like we haven't even broke H1 structure yet. So what I'm thinking is maybe if I see it depends. Like I want a H1 close above, I'd say 77.32, and then once we got that in, I might go stops break even on this, and if we get a pullback and I get stop break even, I'll look for a reentry, or I'll look at like Bitcoin, see how that's performing if we do get that retrace. But if I'm honest, we spent so much time here. Well, not that much time, but lower time frame. I've been watching this since the morning, and I was confident in the Sol setup once Bitcoin swept. I was like, this is Sol is showing relative strength, right? Bitcoin swept the low, Sol didn't. So I was confident on that Sol setup, but I think we had too tight of a stop here. I think too many people. This was a crowded trade, and I probably should have made it a little bit wider here. So that's annoying. Um, but it's okay because if we zoom out a bit on Solana, like it just tapped the 618, the golden pocket. So strength wise, it's looking better than Bitcoin if I'm honest, because Bitcoin, like, it's already retraced to the 786. So I believe that's where like Muro had his limit, which was a sniper, or let's say around here somewhere. Like I think he had it like at 62.5 or something. Really, really clean limit. I didn't want to set limits there, but I probably should have, in hindsight, right? That's just hindsight speaking. Um, so hopefully you guys are in that. But let's see if we get like any sort of lower time frame pullback, I might pull the trigger on this one too. As far as shorts go, like if we go on the H4 here, um, I would love uh, like somewhere around this area between I'd say 66 to like this naked point of control here, like 68. Look for bearishness here, right? And if we like zoom right through it, then probably market looks more bullish than we thought, and we got to look a little bit higher. Um, I think this month's been very tricky, right? I don't think it's not been like that. Like, I mean, it's not been a swing market, and I usually don't like to play like super. I don't always usually like play like the super tight scalps, like for example, like Axo does, right? So in terms of swing moves, like yeah, like the swing short like the banger this month would have been like this one. Um, but that's one that I didn't call for some reason. But I think in what I want to adjust for March, and I've journaled this already, is like, so for every trade that I would take on a prop firm, I'll alert that as well, because there are trades that I've, not taken, right? I'm not caught in the tracker. They're not, um, they haven't been journaled by Bilal or whatever, but I've taken them in my prop firm. So overall on the month I am up, but I think I'm slightly down on the tracker. So that's probably what I'll be adjusting, is like every trade that I take on the prop, which it's not always A plus setups. Sometimes I might take like a half risk, like risky trade. But there weren't even this month. I didn't like there weren't that many A plus setups in my opinion. They all got front ran. What I was looking at always got front ran. Um, like the decent A plus setup for me, the only one we got this month was this previous value area low retest here. Um, we saw like I on the lower time frame, I saw that shorts were being squeezed here. So, and that was a nice confluence around the VAL here. And plus, I think it literally Pico tagged the anchored VWAP from the high there. So, if we get any clean setups like that in March, that'd be very nice. But we'll see. Right now, lower time frame strength we're seeing here on Bitcoin after this H1 close and H4 close as well, right? So if you guys are on longs, that's great. As I said, that's why I had a long bias here. Like I didn't really the risk to reward for me for shorts here was just not there, man. Like sure, like it could have worked out. Like USDT could have went higher, but I just didn't want to like bottom blast short. I just don't feel comfortable doing that always. So yeah, high down, all he had to do, and market pumped. What's this? Gonna be a long time for everyone. Long winter for everyone, not just crypto. Oh Jesus. Garrett, man, that guy's a interesting guy. Mm. I wonder when he's gonna start selling again. Um, let's see. Apart from like Bitcoin and Solana, hype is also what I've been looking at. Like, I'd also look for like short triggers around here, like around the Monday high area. Hype's like it went from like being one of the strongest coins to like, I mean, it's lost its strength, right? Um, in terms of like daily structure, this was a pretty bearish close here under this wick here that we had. So, I mean, we'll see if Bitcoin decides to actually, because Bitcoin is at like you know, extreme end of the range, right? Extreme lows. So if Bitcoin decides to pull a move back to like, quote unquote range highs, we'll see what hype does, right? Like whether it starts to outperform again. Um, but as of right now, like if Bitcoin just dead cat bounces, then I think this would be a great short to have around here. Something like this, like if the anchored VWAPs trail a little bit lower, stops would be probably closer, like above eight. Either you could play it more tighter, like above 786, target the lows again, Monday low. Or you wait for like confirmation or something like, as for example, a sweep of like Monday high, and then you wait for like the SFP or something like that, and then you take the short. So that's something I'm watching right now. As for longs, like I didn't really want to long this on the lower time frame. It didn't even like sweep the low. I mean that's crazy to me, man. Like I wonder how. I guess too many people weren't trying to long this, so yeah, I'm surprised it didn't sweep the low. I'm so annoyed that Solana went back to sweep the low, man. That pisses me off right there. Like usually, if we go on the H4, usually like a sweep of this would usually, not always, but sometimes would be enough to like to get some spot. But the problem was, right, the problem was we spent too much time down here. I wanted like a quicker bounce from this area here. I feel like if we saw spot participation a little bit earlier, we would still be in the original so long. And that's just so annoying. It's just frustrating that we decided to chop there a little bit. Um, but yeah, I think next time I'll probably with a setup like this, maybe a little bit wider stops because we did have like a pretty tight entry anyways. And but yeah, I saw Malik, you're still in. I'm not sure if that was someone else's setup or something. Oh wait, no, you said you closed, didn't you? You said you closed with 0.8 R. I mean, profit's profit, right? In a market like this, I'm still holding because well, I took the loss, right? So if I was to close here, I'd still be break even. I would probably I'll probably take a TP like around this high here, or if not that high, then the red line here, 79.18, somewhere around that area. I'll probably TP. Um, but yeah, I think price action now is like getting a little bit like at the start of the month, we didn't know if we were gonna get like a continued aggression to the downside. Um, Now it's kind of like, well, we could just be, ranging for a little bit longer, which was our bias, like originally, but we just didn't have confirmation. For example, like from here, right? If we bounce higher, then we can like, okay, like we can like pretty much establish now that this is pretty obviously a range that we've got down here, and we want to always be looking for like uh, shorts up here, longs here, right? Mm, so I think maybe I can like I don't like trading around like point of controls. So basically like the middle of the range, but I guess if you see like a good enough confirmation, like for example this deviation here, if we go on the H12, this was sort of like a H12 SFP here, of that high there. So maybe that was a setup, right? Like H12 SFP, then we got like a H4 closure back below the POC. So that could have been like a sign of like a deviation, right? And maybe we should have shorted there. I don't know. I need to backtest those type of trades more, but I mean, as far as like soul shorts went, I didn't really see any clean ones apart from I remember seeing this H like 12 SFP, but it didn't look too convincing at the time. Like Sol was one of the stronger ones because Sol put in a higher high, whereas Bitcoin only put in a lower high. So Sol is definitely one to keep an eye on for now in terms of like structure because if Bitcoin does decide to later on, which I think at some point we will, come back like to around this area 74 or maybe a little bit higher, right? To like the high 70s. Um, Sol will probably be quite a bit higher, right? Like if we're talking, if it still has the relative strength that it does now, um, probably easily would get back above like April low, and then from there I'd be looking like maybe like a deviation of April low, or like look for bearish uh, short triggers around here. Like if we start consolidating above this level, and then we lose it again, probably can look for like some sort of continuation set up there, or line it up with Bitcoin, right? So if Bitcoin starts looking bearish up here, and Sol starts maybe breaking structure on the lower time frame, you can probably find a continuation short here as well, right? So that's something to keep in mind of like, will we put in new lows first, or will we go up to make a lower high, kind of like we did back here in this range, right? We put in lows and then Well, this was a bit different, but I'll show you in the Bitcoin chart. It makes more sense. Like we were putting like higher lows here in December, like end of November, and then all of December, and then we ended up pushing up higher here to the 618. So if we get something similar to that, right, then I think that would be pretty clean for like swing shorts. I think I've covered that before, but yeah, need to close the H4 above 64.2. Let me check. 64.2. That's where we're at right now, right? 64. Yeah, 100%. Like this is. Mm, if we're going off like H4 structure, we need to go a lot more, right, to flip bullish on the H4. But H1 structure, it's looking decent. Like it could get broken again, but we'll see. Also, I think uh, like in around I I think it's like 8 hours from now, 9 hours from now, Trump is speaking. So that will definitely that will definitely have an effect on what's gonna happen, right? The charts are telling me we're gonna have a move up, right? So or maybe we've this move down was like pricing in like a really bad news, like it might like whether that's Iran or the tariff. So Trump got his tariffs cancelled, right? But he like set new ones on the countries, so they didn't really get cancelled. But yeah, like gold. If we look at gold, actually, I think this will give us a better read on gold chart, right? We were actually trending quite hard here, and I was trying to catch a long entry, but it didn't fill us right. Front run us, so annoying. But listen, here it's broken structure here on the H1. H4 is still bullish, just about right, just about still bullish. So like it makes sense, right? If the bad news is priced in, gold starts like chopping again or like going sideways, and then risk on assets start like trending up. Similarly, like think about it, right? These past few days, like there's been max FUD, like super high uncertainty, right? Like I guess it does make sense we were nuking that hard, right? But similar situation to like when we had Iran news last year. Hold on, let me. Last year around like April time. Hold on, let me backtrack here a little bit. Like around here, we had like in June of this month, like we were down pretty big, like 12% on Bitcoin, 13K, and like around the bottom here, that was like Pico FUD, like World War Three starting, this and that, right? I mean, we like isn't this like somewhat a similar narrative we're seeing now? Sort of. There's similarities for sure. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how it unfolds. Now we discussing Trump's sleep schedule. Damn man, what does man do to us? I know, right, bro? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy that this guy can like. I mean, he knows exactly what the market's gonna do. Like 12 hours beforehand. Like he'll just tell his son Baron to open a fast short on Hyperliquid if he's about to say something. It's insane, man. It's definitely dodgy. They definitely inside trade. I don't know if you guys have seen that the Zach XBT Twitter post, but he was like, in 2 days he's dropping an investigation, and apparently it's a big deal. It's a big deal apparently. Some people are saying it's Binance. Some people are saying it's like something to do with Polymarket. other people saying like Hyperliquid. I have no idea, but you know, it's to do with insider trading, so it really could be anything, right? In crypto, it really could be anything. And Meteora as well, right? That the platform where like uh, all those celebrities launch their shitcoins. Yeah, it really could be anything. It'll be interesting to see though. Not sure if it'll have a direct effect on Bitcoin. It might be like unrelated, but one thing to remember: people say Zach has a CZ account. Is it? I don't think so. Because wouldn't Zach XPT like be glazing Binance? Oh, is that a theory? Is that one of those conspiracy theories? If he felt hyperliquid at CZ, I mean, could be. We'll see. It'll be interesting. I doubt it would like. I doubt it would have any like. It would affect crypto, but it'll probably just be exposing someone. Um, but yeah. Anyways, on a lower time frame here, I'm not really seeing. So we've broken structure, right? So I'm not seeing any other setups. You could argue like this is now like a demand zone since we've like had an impulsive move up from this sweep caused here. So maybe like if we're greedy, we could get like an entry like this, something like this, maybe. And then if we top out here, then that would line up with a 786. I think that would be clean, but it's a little bit greedy, right? Like the entry, like the entry that I would do would probably be here. But if we want like a sniper entry, then I would do something like that. I'll post this in chat just because, like, I've seen these setups play out so much. But keep in mind, we're still technically downtrending on the H4. So this could just be another dead cat bounce, but we'll see. In my opinion, if we just chop sideways and then like have a manipulation downwards on like, I don't know, like near to when Trump speaks, you know, that could be like a PO3 setup, like an AMD, and then we get like a move up. I think, what's this? Oh yes, it was SBF who claimed Zach equals. I think that's just, I mean, I don't know. SBF's probably salty over Binance because SBF probably knows some shit about Binance as well behind the scenes, but he's the one in prison, right? So, yeah, I I think I saw a post on that, but I have no idea. We'll see. I honestly, I'd be surprised if it's Binance and not like Polymarket because like I know for a fact there are people who are inside trade on Polymarket or Kalshi, right? Any of the prediction markets, like without a doubt. Um, yeah. For now, just avoid hype and Polylong. Wait, I don't think Polymarket has a token. I think I'm pretty sure Poly is just. Wait, isn't there a token? It's Pol, isn't it? Polygon. Yeah. No, there was what the hell? I don't remember the chart in that. I mean, nah, this looks trash. I mean, no, it still looks trash. But I don't think this is related to Polymarket. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not on a long hype. If anything, if I like I said earlier, maybe could you imagine right? We get a move up, or could you imagine we get a move up and then Zach XBT drops the post around here. Like you guys ever heard of the saying, "Show me the chart and I'll tell you the news," something like that. I mean, that would be pretty insane if it were. The only thing is, well, there's 100% like insiders on Hyperliquid, right? But then you could argue that about like every exchange. Although, like, if I was an actual insider, like I wouldn't. Hyperliquid wouldn't be the first place I'd want to trade on because everyone can see my positions. So, I mean, if it's a Bitcoin position, maybe like it doesn't matter. But like, think about it. If you're an insider, right, and you're long or short a shitcoin, like for example, World Liberty Fi, that's another one that people are saying that it's something to do with Eric Trump. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't be trading on Hyperliquid if I was an insider. Actually, we can take a look at that token as well. I remember seeing the news on Twitter, but like it was kind of too late to look for a short. Hold on. Yeah, it was way too late to look for a short. It was like, when was it? Can't even remember, but hold on, let me remove the drawings. It's been a while since I charted this. Okay, I mean this was pretty clean here, like range low. I mean, how many times did it sweep, right? Um, Eventually popped. I mean, this was just would have been cleaner if it swept that high, but yeah. I mean, this has gone pretty bad FOD over the days, so I'm guessing like, I'm pretty sure this was the candle down from that like news that it might be World Liberty Fi. And also Eric Trump was deleting Twitter posts that he had surrounding this, so I definitely would not get long on this token anytime soon. If you're in a long, get the fuck out. Something's probably gonna like the chart looks like shit, and imagine if it is if it is like the Zach XPT investigation. This coin would literally go to zero most likely. That's crazy because they had a deal with like uh, who was it? Was it it was some entity in Dubai, someone in like in the Emirates. I can't remember which state it was, but it was something in the UAE that they had a deal. So if something happens, I mean that's pretty cooked for this token. Technically, if we pull a fib, it respected it on the first dump, right? Like that's where it bounced off. Gave a It gave a decent move, like 6% ish. But to be honest, people who were this was probably longs, and I doubt anyone was buying spot here. Can you guys see how I just instantly reversed? That was probably perp selling here. You can check that by the way if you just go on like CoinGlass. Um, Also another token I'm looking at, right, is Pippin. So I didn't end up taking the setup. I didn't post it in the group or nothing, and I didn't take it. Why? Well, because I saw that Wintermute had 70% or something like that. 70%. It might have been like 60 or something. But they had a massive supply of this, right? So like I remember I had alerts for this high getting taken, and seeing like this pump here, I was like, holy shit! There's no chance I'm shorting this. Like, sorry, like this shitcoin should not have that much strength. Like the usual shitcoin playbook is like I can quickly show you. Like it's up only for a while, right? Just scan pump, and then like there's a fat dump here, and then we form like a Christmas tree, right? That's usually how the shitcoin charts go. And I was trying to get it in on like a little pullback around here, but I didn't get filled, and it went like quite a lot lower, right? From where I wanted to, where I wanted to short like 30%. And then seeing these candles here, I was like, no, no, I think I'm good. So this massive wick here, like, I don't know. I wanna see how the daily closes, but like this technically could be like a short trigger, right? So if we daily SFP that, I mean, it's quite a wide inval, but if you're looking at a potential top here, your targets are going to be pretty low, right? Um, but again, like I would wait for the daily close on this. It is risky, and like this coin is like one of the most manipulated things I've ever seen. It's actually pretty insane. Um, I probably should have taken a long here, but this sweep was like nothing. Like you have to really zoom in to call that a sweep, you know? It just looked like it tapped it and then just ran. So maybe that was a long, like 1,000 hour long. I mean that's insane. Um, but yeah, what was that Sash? Bitcoin below MLO. Oh yeah, it probably like rejected, right? Oh no. Okay, it closed above. Oh, we'll see. Could be a deviation, but like the thing is, I still would attempt personally. I would still attempt a long here. Um, Honestly, it's risky. It's one of those days where like it kind of all comes down to what Trump says later on. The annoying thing is, he speaks at like at 9 p.m. Eastern time, which is 2 a.m. for me. I don't know what time. I forgot what time zone you guys are in, but he speaks at 9 p.m. EST. Just keep that in mind, right? So if you have, so I'm personally not gonna have open positions. I mean, most likely I'll probably if the stop sorry, if the so long that I'm in right now, uh, if it's in profits, I'll probably move stops break even. I don't trust that guy. Long here, stop loss 62,700. 62,700. You could, I mean, you'd be betting on right like a pretty fast reclaim right of Monday low. Let's look at the H4 real quick. That's the thing though. It didn't it did close back inside Monday low, but I don't know. You could Sash like play continuation, but with a stop that wide, it's like well, I mean 62.7, so that's what under 786. You could, and then maybe go for another DCA around like 2024 POC. It depends. Like what are your targets? If you want a wider stop, you could go with stops around like under this low. And like obviously looking at USDT.D, right? Like imagine this genuinely could be a potential top here, right? Tag the supply zone, tag golden pocket. Um, I mean, it could be. I'll tell you what, I will definitely be looking for like longs on pullbacks if we do this. Hold on. Like that. Kind of like what we've seen before. I mean, this was aggressive, right? But if you had tried like catching longs around here, it would have been successful. I similarly here, I guess, but this was very short-lived pump. Um, yeah, we'll see. Right now, it's like still, I mean, technically still an uptrend, right? But it's hit a POI. I'm in from 63K, thinking to add. Oh, okay, so you're already, okay, that's good that you're already in. You could. I mean, it might not even give, it might not even give me an entry. So it could even tap point 0.5 and then run, right? We'll see. I just don't like that later on in the midnight Trump speaking. So I just don't know what I would. I hate like being in positions during my sleep. I wouldn't be able to sleep well, especially since he's speaking. I have no idea what that clown is gonna say. So yeah. Um, if you guys got any charts you want me to look at, let me know. I'll go over them. Like most odds look still the same. If you got any strong looking coins, let me know because I don't really. All odds look still. I mean, they look alright. Nothing. I mean, my watch list is nothing special. It's Zcash, which I mean, oh man, are you fucking kidding me? Actually, no. Okay. So this was a setup I had planned out, but I didn't take it. But I'm pretty sure this was from like here. Actually, honestly, I genuinely can't remember. I can't remember if this was the setup that I had looked after the pump or before this pump. All right. I'm guessing it was a setup that I looked before the pump. Well, I'm glad I didn't take that. Um, lit. I was looking at lit the other day. Yeah. Hold on a minute. I mean, H4, technically H4 structure at like, you could argue that's, I mean, barely, but it is like a lower time frame swing high, right? Did it take the low? No, not quite. But I mean, ooh, is that not a free tap? Yeah, that's a free tap, right, guys? Is lit about to send from here? Interesting setup. I just don't know where you would place. I'd have it a little bit lower. The stop. Let me see, Sash. Yeah, see, Sash, you're in a good position. Um, you said like we were losing Monday low, but like I thought you were like you had just hopped into a long or something. Okay. I mean, it isn't like super bad right now. If we get like another H4 close in here, like I think we at least get Monday mid. Losing Monday low like pretty quickly would be pretty not the best, but we'll see. Or like if we get a pullback and then like instant like absorption, that'd be nice as well. So we'll see. Right now I'm just sitting on my hands, but um like I will wait for to see the only like there's just one thing that I'm thinking is like and that's the Trump speech. Like I have no idea what he's gonna say. If it's a nothing burger, then I think we probably pump. Or if it's something to do with an Iran deal, um, then yeah, I'm pretty sure we would get a nice move up. The question would be like whether it sustains and it's like the start of a new rally, or if it's just another dead cat bounce, right? But we'll see. We'll see. Like there are some nice POIs to target higher for longs, right? Like from around here, and some nice POIs for shorts as well. But yeah, um, I'll end it off here, guys. I think someone's streaming after me, so 69.62.9 euro entry could be good. Yeah, I mean, anywhere like around these lows, I'd be looking for like a lower time frame trigger for a long. Like maybe thing is, I don't know if I want to be greedy, but we'll see. Because if this is like a lower time frame or a local bottom, sorry, then like who am I to be greedy for like an extra like $500 lower entry, you know? Chart my and CZ favorite coin Asta. Yeah, I'll do that. I remember removing that coin from my watch list. Um, let's see what's it done here. Okay. Wait, I remember you. Wait, was it this coin that you had brought a spot, or was that something else? Was that Ton? It was Ton, wasn't it? What's Ton? What's Ton done now? Wait, let me check. One sec. What the hell? Wait, hold on. We'll get into Ton after, but Asta. Um, would have been 80% gains. Wait, are you talking about? Oh yeah, you're talking about Asta. I remember that. Yeah, you had a really good entry. Um, who is criming the sub? Well, I guess CZ. Let's see. Nice sweep here. I mean, arguably a free tap as well. But, well, the only thing is I would wait for like maybe like Monday, like a close above Monday high for the continuation. Um, because then like this is still technically, uh, no, I would argue this is. I mean, it is bullish to be fair. So, but on the H1, let's see. Um, H1 structure looks good. We're at it's rejection of the anchored VWAP. Oh wait, no, that's sorry, that's the H1 EMA 200. Anchored VWAP from the high would be, let's see. Not sure if it would be as accurate on here. Uh, respects it somewhat. Not as clean as Bitcoin, but yeah, I mean, well, actually here it respected it pretty well. Um, I wouldn't long here. If it goes back, I'd look for a long. I'm guessing you're already in the long, which is good. Like it's just been chopping around yearly open for a minute. Uh, actually, also you could argue this is like a bull flag here forming. So like lower highs here, high highs. Well, it's not super clean, but I don't know. Maybe one more tap of the lows, and then like then make a run. We'll see. I think Sash is better at me than playing these channel setups. Um, 0.92. I'm talking 0.98, 0.81. Wave long 2. Yeah, it makes sense. If we zoom out a bit, like, to be fair, I should probably have this coin on my watch list. Um, yeah, because it's one of the only coins that has like actually broken daily structure, right? So, but weekly is probably still bearish. It's gone down quite a lot, but I can still go up. Probably I'd say, yeah, 0.81 is a good TP, the one you said, and you said 0.92. So yeah, like that wick low around here. Let's see. Oh, Sash. Good eye there. ETH, USDT. Yeah. That is a pretty clean PO3 if it plays out. Hold on. Let me clean up this chart a bit. I'll just clean it up a bit. Alright. So you've drawn it on what time frame? The 30-minute? I was in the daily. Yeah. I mean, I'd even argue. So like, hold on. You've drawn it from the low here. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, this could be like the deviation. For sure, it's clean. I mean, look, listen, like I said before, like everything is pointing towards the local bottom here. If you look at USDT dominance as well, you could argue the same thing, right? You've got a PO3 here. Like, you had a tight range, right? Tight range here. Range-ish. Accumulation, whatever you want to call it. Then you had the manipulation here, and maybe we get, well, we're already starting to get, right, like the distribution. So we'll see how that plays out. I think it would make sense to see some relief for sure. VVV, what is the funding crazy on this? I remember this coin. This was from 2025, right? Yeah, Feb 2025. I just can't remember what it was. Was it AI or something like that? Oh, bro, are you fucking kidding me? Was that not the cleanest SFP of all time? Look at that. You could just, man, I love taking these setups. Sometimes they work in shitcoins. You know, it's crazy. All right. Let's see. I mean, you must have longed. Oh, you're short. Wait, are you? Oh, you're long. I thought you were short for a second. Oh shit. Okay, this is pumping to H1EMA. Maybe take some out here. I mean, then again, I mean, doesn't respect the EMA too much. Let me look at the H4. Okay. Wait, but why did he long this here? What was the reason for the long? Same for Bitcoin. Yeah, like yeah. Like you could argue we're in like the distribution phase or like just starting it. For Solana as well. Man, Solana did me dirty. Thing is, like what happened with Solana was pretty unpredictable. Like, the only reason I think this happened is I don't want to say like, I mean, it was a stop hunt, but it happened it did not happen with it wasn't correlated with Bitcoin at the time, which pisses me off. If it happened with Bitcoin, then I would be less pissed off. But that was annoying. VVV. So Malik, I'm assuming you're saying like shorts are building up on this, and so what? This is the short squeeze you're saying. I mean, most likely, right? If people were like max shorting the low around here, 3.262. Okay. So you longed here. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it made sense. It was clean, right? So, let's see. Does this chart respect like a low time frame VWAPs? Not as much. Not as much. It's back within the range. I mean, you could argue you maybe have a PO3 here, right? As well. Something like that. So I'd probably set a target like of like maybe not full TP, but I would have a TP at 4.8 just in case like it does do like a free tap setup, and but like it doesn't take this high, if you know what I mean. Like, why would you be greedy for an extra what? What would that be, like an extra point 0.3, 0.4R? Well, I don't know the number, but it would make sense. Oh, what, 7.52? Yeah, nah, nah. Well. I mean, just like a partial TP, right? I mean, if you're just holding, if you have just one TP and that's like 7.52, that's wild, bro. That is wild. Yeah. Why 7.52? Is that like oh oh, we've been there before. Maybe well, like this area, like this that daily candle there, like in it, right? Like around there, I think you're holding for. I mean, if this was a high low here and this is the next high low before a move over there, I mean that would be insane. It's definitely possible. I don't have as much experience though trading the shitcoins, so we'll see. Um, I'll quickly go over Bitcoin again and then end the stream. So yeah, so we're chilling back above Monday low. Honestly, I've said it like 5 times now, but like we'll see. I just don't want to leave an open position running during the Trump speech. So like, if we keep going up from here, then no problem. Like I'm in the we're all in longs, right? If we do retrace, I might go stops break even on Sol and then try open a new position on Bitcoin, and then from there I'll see. Only 2 guys active. I mean, I guess so. I mean, it's a bear market, man. Like, I was in Discord. I was in a bunch of other Discord groups during the bull market, and it was crazy, man. Everyone was making money. Retail was making money. You know what I mean? Right now in this market, like maybe like 5% of traders are making money. It's insane. Oh well, 5% of traders in crypto, right? Yeah, we'll get better times, fam. 100%. Listen, like you want that? I don't wait. I don't know. Well, I can't remember if you. I think you were here, Sash, right during the 2024 rally at the start of the year. So November ETFs dropped in what the Q4 2023, right? And then it was basically, if you go back and look at the charts, man, like it was easy mode. You could have longed every sweep. Um, Jesus, you could have top lossed it and made money. I'm in crypto from 21. Okay. That was someone else. I'm getting confused. Yeah, I mean, you know how times that, yeah, so if you're in crypto from 2021, you know there's always times of like, easy mode and hard mode. and right now we're in hard mode. And to be honest, we shouldn't be complaining, right? Because if we're trying to trade, right, during hard mode, easy mode will be nothing, right? It's like think about it like it's like racking up experience, getting the reps in, you know. All right, sold from $30 to 200. Damn man, what a trade! Well, I hope you sold, brother. I hope you sold. Um, as similar entries per yours, Dan. Yeah. Let me check his channel. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree with the race. That would be clean. We'll see. I probably won't set limits, but I'll probably, probably would be a CMP entry. We'll see. I see Rick Sizzler typing, so I'll wait for what he has to say. I'll wait for it. I'm guessing it's a question, and then I'll end the stream because it's been an hour now. Yeah, bro. I was about to say, yeah, man. Go ahead. Um, oh, you forgot. No worries, man. I'm pretty sure. By the way, guys, Mura is streaming, right? In around can't remember when, but he always streams on the days I stream. I think. Yeah, he does. I'm pretty sure. So make sure you guys tune into that later, right? I'll end it here. You guys already know my bias. Um, you know, shorts here. The RR isn't that great. Maybe for scalps, but you know, I want to stick to a long bias for now because I think we pretty soon we see some relief going into March. It would make sense, right, time wise as well. But yeah, markets will get better, guys. I promise. I've been through the rough shit times, and I've been through the good times. So for sure, man, for sure, just gotta have patience. You know, sometimes last thing I'll say is if crypto is doing shit, there's probably another market that's doing well. So keep gold on your radar. Right now it's nuking. However, like this does provide clean setups here and there, right? It's just fucking annoying sometimes when it's just going up only. To be honest, next time we get some like times of uncertainty, like really, really bad, just honestly like I'll show you guys one more thing before I end the stream. Literally, literally look for H1 sweeps at like a decent POI. It doesn't even have to be a necessarily a POI, but I don't know why this chart looks so weird, but I don't usually chart on this. I chart on the Capital Com chart. Yeah, there we go. If you look on H1 sweeps on gold, you can find some pretty clean setups. This one I wanted a long, but it went up too quick. But yeah, guys, I am doing Forex right now. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been trading JVP pound over dollar. It's it's pretty clean. But I have no idea what is that cricket? England, Pakistan. Oh, they won. Damn. I don't watch I don't watch that. I don't even watch football. I mean, I used to watch it quite a lot, but not anymore. But yeah. Alright guys, I'll end it up here.